this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Evans. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put... Pick up a first down.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
This quarterback part of their running game. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He finds his man, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Bulls his way forward. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're...
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Chippewas want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes a connection. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on.
He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. First down here for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, James Madison.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Might as well stick with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Dukes will hustle to the line. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Evans. Gets it out quickly. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, Guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Dukes are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff.
Ball in the air. Intercepted. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. The defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. The ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
Throws to the tight end. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dukes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it in. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And the Chippewas moving quickly to the line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Defense looks like they're coming. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Townsend. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Chips. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been hungry.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going for it all. He's got it down the left side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. From the gun, looking for a man. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Is no good. That keeps the score. James Madison, 27. Central Michigan, 21.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's looking to throw it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Emmanuel. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Gopher, first and 10.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
They'll throw it on first down. He's taking the shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass. It's Evans. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man. It's Allen. At the 45, on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Dudes in the hurry-up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have to push you back.
It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Let's go. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Scanning the field, it's Emmanuel. Looking left. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Robinson. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's Allen. Finds a crease at the 20. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Complete downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Evans. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! And the pummeling has started.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, if that guy's good, we might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll set up to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
21.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Chippewas headed quickly to the line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. No huddle offense to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on a team from the Big 12, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Chippewas will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as... Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Russell. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Emmanuel. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Quickly complete.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Defense showing blitz here. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Chippewas come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Chippewas are flying down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his coverage.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Calls his own number. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. Touchdown, Chippewas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get 1st downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and man, he did it right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Cornerbacks have tough jobs. They got to be fast, obviously. They got to react to all the speed in front of them, all the shifts, all the motions, all the formations. But when you play zone, you got to make sure you get deep to shallow. I can't get beat deep first. The quarterback does a good job bailing, playing that cover 3 technique, then breaking on the football, then going and making a big play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's running in the open. Inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Makes the grab. It's Allen. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Evans. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for space, it's Allen. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Dukes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Wide out in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. They want to throw it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, James Madison, 15. Central Michigan, 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense might bring the house here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Townsend. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Chippewas are in the hurry-up. They're going to throw it again. They're working that left side. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Now on second down. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Fires to the tight end. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Chips. He'll try to tack on one more.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
James Madison, 15.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Dropping back, it's Evans. Using the quick game. The Dukes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking to throw on second down. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Dukes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And they swarm him under.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Looking for a man. It's Evans. Snags it. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Booker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Chippewas want to crank the tempo.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Chippewas have their offense in high gear. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Got his man quickly. Smashes through the tackle. Open runway ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Chippewas. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Evans. On the run, still looking. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Central Michigan. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Dukes will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Evans. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
They keep attacking through the air. Dances away from the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Returner is brought down at the 14, and your James Madison Dukes will take over.